Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to our Randomizer Nuzlocke of Pokemon Platinum. Now, if you are not overly familiar with the idea of the Nuzlocke, there are 3 simple rules to it. You can only catch the first Pokemon that you encounter in any given area. If you catch it, you must nickname it. And if it faints, it's gone. For good. We have, of course, 2 exceptions to this rule in place, as discussed in our first episode. We have duplicates clause in place, so if we run into the same Pokemon from the same family as one that we already have, we can go for another encounter instead. And secondly, we have shiny clause in effect. Shinies are so hard to come upon. You know, we're allowed to catch them if we come across them. Now, we are just coming up to the first gym, so we are just coming up to our first really difficult battle of the run. If you would like to catch up with regards to how we got to here, please feel free to go back and watch the first Platinum stream. The video is available in my previous broadcasts section. And just like last time, I'll be asking the chat for suggestions with regards to nicknames for any new party members that we come upon. If you've got any questions, you want to have a chat, please feel free to let me know. Happy to touch base. Now, before we go in, let's go and have a quick recap of our team as it currently stands. So, we have leading the charge, Vindaloo, our Magby, our starter, currently holding a luck incense, so we can try and get a little bit more money. We have Flake, our Gibble, tripping over my own tongue there, almost called it a Gabite. It's not. I'm hoping it will get to be there. That was the latest member of our team that we found down in the mine. And we have Bubblegum, our Piplup. So yes, there are 3 main hitters at the moment. We're not really raising anybody else. We do have Pekka, Remy, and Anime Fan currently in the team. Yes, like the Gibble Akami, that is correct. I am hoping to get another really good catch going towards Eterna City once we get past Berg here. However, not necessarily going to find something good. May not necessarily even level it if I find something good, just to try and funnel some level into these, because we do have probably the 4 hardest fights in the game. Well, for a randomizer anyway, near the start of the game. Being that we've got Berg here, we'll have Commander Mars coming up, we're going to have Gardenia coming up, and then we're going to have Jupiter as well. So strap in for that for this, folks. This is either going to be a really short run if we get really unlucky with their randomized choices, or we're going to be in for great feeling of elation, or we're going to be crying manly tears because we're going to lose trusted members. Let's hope that's not the case. However, we do need to be a little bit realistic about this as well. Let me just adjust that down so you do have a better camera angle. And yeah, without further ado, let's go. Again, as usual, camera's on this side, chat is on this side. So if I am looking to my left, I am still paying attention to you. I'm just not necessarily going to be able to direct directly to the camera at all times. Alrighty, let us continue the journey. Alright, right now let's try and get some levels into Vindaloo and to Bubblegum through the gym trainers here if we can. Alright, youngster Jonathan is going to send in a Mudkip. That is not ideal for Vindaloo. Vindaloo really doesn't like the idea of going against a water type. But let's switch to Bubblegum so that we can tank the water gun. Oh, it's going to open with the Mudslip. Here we go. Accuracy decreasing. Probably going to need to tag in Flake, because I don't think Bubblegum's going to hit that hard. No. Probably the one biggest downside with Piplup is that it does not have the greatest attacking stat. It does get fixed a little bit when it gets to Prinplup, and reasonable physical attacking stat is Empoleon, especially when it does gain that Steel secondary type. But at this point in the game, yeah, no, this is not really gonna hit that hard. Let's yeah, no, we're gonna have to do exactly what I thought we're gonna have to do. Yeah, water type versus water type. We're having to pound it. It's not the most ideal situation. So let's bring Flake in and let's just take it out in one hit. Boom, it's gone. So everybody gets a little bit of experience. Everybody gets a level, which is a little bit of a shame, because I was hoping to potentially get a level there, but is not to be. We're going to have our second trainer here in the gym, so Berg is going to be a little bit of an uphill battle. Darius leading with the Skorupi. So this is going to be something that Vindaloo is going to be able to deal with reasonably easily, having that super effective Amber. But we're not going to get the one hit KO. Yeah, I'm going to get Flake up before the second gym. At this point in time, Flake is such an experienced sponge that if I send him out in here when I'm trying to get the others a little bit of experience, he's just going to soak it up. He's just going to soak it up. We need to try and get Bubblegum to 13. We need to have a reasonable level, because I think Berg's highest in Platinum is 14? 13 or 14, it's one of the two. Which is going to mean that this is going to be a bit of a difficult battle. Because, you know, while we would be hoping that it's a Chronodose, because being his normal ace in the hole, we can pretty much guarantee that it's not going to be a Chronodose, and whatever it is going to suck. This Murkrow is actually hitting decently hard. Stab Pursuits, not great. It's fun to do. Oh, why did I click on Pound? That was silly of me. I wanted to click on Bubble again. So that seemed to do a decent chunk of damage. Oh, there's an Astonish. There we go. Down goes the Murkrow. We're going to get level 13 on Bubblegum. Boop, just like that. Alright, we're going to go run back and we're going to heal up at the Pokemon Center. We're going to get some healing supplies before we go and challenge Berg. Oh yeah, and that's the other rule of the Nuzlocke as well. If we run out of usable Pokemon at any given point in time, even though we might have spares in reserve, that's it, run is over. Alright. We're gonna lead with Vindaloo. Let's hope we get a reasonable matchup. We do have Flake in the back. Oh, got to go and get supplies. I did say I was going to get supplies. Silly me. To the Pokemon Center. Let's buy a whole bunch of potions. We want to make sure we've got some antidotes on hand, and we want to make sure we've got some paralyzed heals on hand, because we don't know what we're going to run into. Because Randomizer is randomized. Oh, and I forgot to put the input voice sound on, so I'm sorry you've been listening to just me for the last 10 minutes or so, with no game sounds coming through, but that's okay, because we are now coming up to one of the best songs in the game. Alrighty. Yeah, let's hope we don't run into another Dragonite. We are going to be reliant on Flake getting the Dragon Rage off first in that matchup. Our, of course, biggest worry is running into another Gible, because if he has a Gible, it is going to be higher level than Flake, which means it is going to outspeed Flake, and that is not going to be fun. Alrighty, here we go. First gym leader battle of the run. Leader Rourke leading with Beldum, so favourable matchup from the get-go, because we have Vindaloo in the lead, so we do have that type advantage with the Amber. But as you can see, his lead Pokemon is level 12, our highest is level 13, so you can see why there was a bit of concern coming into this, and we have the burn. immediately there. Oh, he's got... Well, at the very least, that is a plus. We have popped the potion on the first Pokemon. So, you know, I will take what I can get in that respect. Alright, down goes the Beldum. Gonna get 264 experience. Not gonna be quite enough to get the level up. And he's going to switch to an Anorith. Oh, that's not a good matchup for any of us. I think we're gonna use Flake for this one. We're gonna just go for the one shot. This is his ace. He's level 14. This is his highest level. Anorith doesn't hit the hammer, so that is to our advantage in this respect. And down it goes. It has less than 40 health. Yes, Magby does, Vanillu does have Flame Body, so yeah, that's what helps there with that Beldum matchup. That was a nice bit of experience. Oh, and here comes a nose pass. Bubblegum. Bubblegum, it is your turn to shine. Again, clicking on the pound. That's my mistake on that one. I should not be clicking on that. Maybe I probably need to switch it so that I have Bubble in the top position instead. Oh, this is a very, very tanky nose pass. That did no damage. Doing next to no damage. But it is only hardening at the moment, so that's to our advantage. It also doesn't hit very hard in return. Yeah, after this battle I'm going to put Bubble into the first base just so I can stop clicking pound on autopilot. Oh, there's the second potion. I forgot that they've got 2 healing items in this game. Oh, we got the speed drop. Oh, okay. Crit. If he gets a crit, we are in the range to drop to a crit. So we're going to pop the potion just to be safe. See, I almost did it again. Yes, Bubblegum did get a move named after her. Alright, and there goes the nose pass. 277 experience, that is going to complete the level for Bubblegum. Level 14. And just like that, we have our first gym badge, ladies and gentlemen. Brock is defeated. I'm not sure when she learns Bubble Beam, or if she learns Bubble Beam. I do know that she does get Brine later on as part of her learn set, or at least I believe so. Alright, we can now use Rock Smash outside of battle. And we just got the TM for Stealth Rock. Because, you know, we're going to use entry hazards in a randomizer, we don't know what we're going up against. Actually, it's pretty reasonable. Well, not really anybody going to be able to benefit from it. Alright, let's get the team all healed up. And then we're going to get set for our journey to Eternal City for the story to actually start to kick in. But we do have one detour first to go and get a TM and go and get an item. So let's just quickly make sure our team is all switched around. Flake can come to the front of the party for the time being, so that here we can try and get a little bit of experience along the way. And we are going to teach something Rock Smash. Remy can learn to smash rocks. Oh, she learns Bubble Beam at level 18. Is that as a Piplup or as a Prinplup? Oh, you're telling me we could have had him at shop. I can't even remember what shop we encountered it was. Was this where we got Bubblegum? Bubblegum was Bubblegum from Evolve. I'll have to double check. Alright. Ah, this is where we got Bubblegum. Yeah, no. As nice of an encounter as the shop would have been, Bubblegum is a much better encounter from here. Alright, Remy, smash that rock. Let's go downstairs. Oh yeah, the thing with the items too, all the TMs except for those given as gifts, like from gym battles, are randomized. So anywhere that there was a TM, it will be a TM. What TM it will be, we do not know. Shops are also not randomized. Whether a given TM will actually be available or not, we don't know. Getting an early Thunder is reasonably nice. We don't have anybody that's capable of using that at this time, but it's nice to know that we have it there. Yeah, what I asked there, Kame, was with the Bubble Beam at level 18, is that what it learns as a Piplup, or when does it learn it as a Prinplup? Because the level up moves will change when it evolves. Yeah, if you check it as a Prinplup, it's probably going to be pushed back to like level 19 or 20. Let's have a look, see, do we have anybody capable of learning Thunder at this point? Remy, apparently. Remy can learn how to cast Thunder, apparently. Because, you know, what's scarier than our little chef rat that can smash rocks and summon the power of lightning? We shouldn't have called him Remy, we should have called him Thor. Oh, a choice scarf. Okay, that's definitely going to make Flake a in a pinch little beast, because it does mean that we can pop that on if we need to for double speed to guarantee getting that Dragon Rage first. We might do that for Gardenia. We might look at doing that for Gardenia. Okay, so Prinplup will learn at level 19. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Alright, we're making our way back to Jubilee City. Well, aren't you quite the looker? Alright, we're going to take the lock and send from Vindaloo. We're going to put it on Flake because we are going to get into a battle here. I'm not sure whether we're going to be switching or not, but making sure that we do at least get our double money is going to be worthwhile. Alright, Shallow Metal Claw on level up, that's good. Means we'll have a secondary offensive typing on Bubblegum. Alright, here we go. Double Bubble with Dawn. This is our first encounter with Team Galactic. Here we go. Oh, sugar. Oh, sugar. That is not what we needed right now. Oh, we are speed. We are speed. It's okay. It's okay. Oh. Oh. That was very concerning. That could have been the run gone right there. To a Team Galactic grunt. Because he had a gibble. Yay! Flake goes to level 12. Yes, we got the outspeed. It's funny, we were just talking with regards to the choice scarf, and that would have been the perfect battle. I would have been like, yes, choice scarf! But in that instance, it came down to a coin flip, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. And we got a fashion case, so we're going to be the most fashionable team around. Do you think it's worthwhile at this point putting the choice scarf on, or leaving it off? Because obviously if we do need Flake to go in, if we run out of Dragon Rage, well, and we don't have anything to switch out to, then it's gonna, she's just going to be struggling at that point. Choice Scarf will lock you into using one move, but it will double your speed. Alright, let's skip. We don't need the reminder of Gatorade, who valiantly gave her life so that we could get past our second rival battle. We don't talk about the first rival battle. Oh, we could have had a Magnemite from here. That would have been really cool. That would have been really cool. Flake is currently level 12. Brick Break TM. Oh, that's not bad to get nice and early. I mean, that's something that we can teach to Flake for reasonable coverage. Oh, that's right, this is where we call Peckers. We call Pecker. We could have had a Magnemite. Oh. Magnemite would have been a really good fit for the team. We probably would have actually... no, we wouldn't have put Flake this line. I'm not sure who we would. We probably would have been trying to make do it for, somehow. Alrighty. Here we go. Into the next set of trainers. Aroma Lady Taylor. Setting out a Pineco. And then sending in a Shroomish. Get a little bit of experience with Vindaloo. It's a good matchup with Vindaloo, so it should work out in Vindaloo's favour here. The critical hit. We don't like critical hits. We don't like them at all. Hey, level 13 for Vindaloo. And a Reaper Toss. Well, if we do come across the Duskull, we know at the very least that we are going to be able to get the Duskull off. So that's a good that'll do us. Fun catch of Brandon, sending out a Pichu. Well, we don't need to worry about the electric attacks. Hey all. Dragon Rage it. Dragon Rage it. And down goes the feature. 90 experience. We have a bug catcher with a bug in a randomizer. Doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. Excuse me. And down goes the Caterpie. Just because we do have that little bit of damage, we might just switch in for Bubblegum for this one. We are going to come to the next town in a moment though. And we are coming up towards our next friends encounter, so that's going to be fun. Oh yeah, I am very glad I saw actually shoot. We're not leaving Flakeout. Not with that sea layer there. Not with that sea layer there. Oh yes, sorry, that was a garbage man, not a bug catcher. Yeah, and for the record, this is kind of what I was referring to, where I was saying that Randomizer can throw out some really, really nasty combinations. Because it would have been the case if, in this instance, they would have something middle evolution, but relatively reasonable to deal with at this point. Of course, game goes, oh, middle evolutions, they've got, you know, these kind of stat spreads, and this is what they roll. Oh, I'm so thankful that we did the... So thankful that we did the heal then. So thankful that we did the heal. Alright, we can do another potion. Alright, that was a good hit on the combustion. Alright, Vindaloo, we're gonna keep you alive. Celia got poisoned because I used smog on it. And I got really lucky that the first smog did a poison effect. Like, really lucky that I got poison on the first smog. Alright, is everybody getting a little bit of experience? Oh, he's Powder Snow, probably expecting the switch. There we go. There we go. Oh. Celia this early in the game is not what you want to be seeing. It's not what you want to be seeing at all. Alright, and then the bulk up TM. Alright, through the next town, let's go and heal up. Do. Hey, you wanna go and I wanna go and see my papa. Can you go and save my papa? Well, let me get the berries first. Alright. Oh, and let's go and get our next friend. And we are getting a Pachirisu. I've still got a reasonable amount of potions, and oh lord, it's using 5. Pokeballs that we need to go and get, apparently. Alright, chat. What are we calling our Pachirisu? We need a good nickname for our Pachirisu. I mean, we could call it Senjin Park after the world champion that made Pachirisu a thing for a couple of years. But we also do have a little bit of a food-related theme going on at the moment, chat. It's a lemon. Alright, let's call him Lemon. Lemon it is. Alright, let's go and deal with the guard out the front of the power station. Alright, challenge by Galactic Grunt, sending out a Shelder. Oh gosh, does Shelder actually have an ice move this level? Oh, I can't remember. Because obviously, if he's got an ice move, I don't want to deal with that with Flake. Not at this level, but very, very near this level. Oh, actually, no, that is on this level. Hang on. Oh. No, we're going to bring Bubblegum in. We do not want Flake to get Icicle Spears. We do not want Flake to get Icicle Spears. See, that right there. See? Justified. Oh yeah, it could have been Lemonade, but that would have been more suitable for a water type. I know if Paula was here, he'd probably say something more along the lines of Lemon Lime and Bitters. Because he's a salty sailor, that one. Well, this is going to be a slow battle. Sour cream. Juice! Let's have some berry juice. And let's use another potion as well. Oh, here we go. Further tanking up. Further tanking up. well, while we're waiting for this very slow battle to play out, let's talk about the rest of the plans for this evening. Because we didn't get to really complete the stream on Friday night, because of hardware issues, hopefully have now been resolved. I do have a new network adapter, so that should hopefully not have any further issues. And Jericho, buddy, what are you complaining about? Hey, what are you complaining about? You gonna come up here and be on the stream? Hey? Did you want to be on the stream, buddy? Alright, is this your way of telling me that I forgot to put my boxes up behind me? Because, yeah, I've got an empty spot down here because I've got my boxes down here at the moment. Alright. So, as I was saying, because the stream had to be called early on Friday, hoping to do some Monster Hunter this evening. Again, I'm going to be continuing with what we have been doing, where we've been doing some SOSs, doing some low rank stuff maybe. If you want to see some multiplayer action, go on Twitter and go on like @Lift and Akami for their streaming. So let's get a big collab going, especially Lift. Go on @Lift on Twitter. Tell him he needs to reinstall. And then we're going to hunt tonight, 8:30 Queensland time. So normal stream starting time for our weekday streams. But hoping to get some Monster Hunter going. Looking to also, we're doing 3 streams this week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We are still starting at 8:30 PM Queensland time with any luck, barring unforeseen delays. Have not decided what we are playing on each individual day. If you've got suggestions, feel free to let me know. If you would like to have a sit and talk with some hobby, happy to do that. You know, maybe do it like a work in progress Wednesday or something like that. But again, let me know if you want to see that. You know, send me a tweet at Necrobat1 on Twitter. I'll drop a suggestion in the box down below. Alright, now we need to go and get the key. He's done the smart villain thing and he's gone, haha, I'm going to lock you out. You cannot get in. Alright, let's get some Pokeballs. Gonna get some Premier Balls as well. Let's grab some Super Potions while we're at it. This weekend coming up, unsure. I will most likely have a fairly free Sunday, because I don't have any social plans in place. However, I do also actually need to get some progress done on my painting for an upcoming Age of Sigma tournament in April. I do need to get my Caradrons ready for that. You know, which is why I was querying whether anybody would possibly be interested about seeing some hobby being done on stream as a bit of a sit and talk thing going on. That's just a chop. That's a better angle. Obviously down to personal preference on that. So you're thinking continue this run tomorrow night, do some casual hunting on Wednesday, and then continue the Clone Wars on Friday. Is that your thoughts there, Akami? Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Do we maybe? I mean, we could potentially look at making that a consistent thing, and then we could leave weekend streams maybe for a wild card, be it, you know, one of those if there's a preference, or maybe even just leave the weekends for games that are not part of those core 3 maybe. Alright. Surprise, surprise, it's Team Galactic again. Oh, we got another Dragon type. We can be wild run for one of the 3 runs. Yeah, I suppose that could work. But it also comes down to what people want to see as well. I mean, I've got plenty of other stuff that I can roll out. Alright, down goes the Bagon. Yeah, Flake beat that up quite handily. Alright, grunt number 2. Grunt number 2. Number 2. My lap is yours. with the spinner rack. Alright, there we go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Flake just breathing on it. Oh, we got a Burmese. That's going to be a nice, easy fight for Vindaloo. What else do I think that I would stream? Well, we could do a one-off stream of something like Curse of Monkey Island. We've got Tales of Symphonia if somebody wants to see long play of a JRPG on the channel. You know, I'm sure we could, potentially dust off some sort of classic game if, somebody wants to see something like A Link to the Past. Be it A Link to the Past Randomizer, maybe, if somebody wants to see me struggling at something like that. And yes, the King's orders are absolute. Alright, we've got the works key. We can now get into the building and deal with it. And Noisy Boy, Joker, where are you, buddy? Did you want to come say hello to the stream? Where are you, mate? Oh, he's up on his box. Which means if I twist the camera, look, there he is, off in the background, stretched out, lying down. Joker, say hi to the stream. No, he's just going to go back to grooming himself. Cool. Doesn't surprise me in the slightest that that was his decision to go back to grooming himself, but was worth asking if he wanted to come up front and center. So, if you see me reaching off to this side, he's got his little bed by the window. That's what my source on that side is. So if I'm reaching over there, I'm generally giving him a pat. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's the best boy. Alright, let's use the works key. In we go. Surprise! Alright, we're coming up towards the second real challenging fight of the run, which is the Commander Mars fight. Just because, yeah, her replacement for her cat is not going to be, well, I suspect it's not going to be fun. Alright, we have a Zigzagoon. Outspeeds Flake, gets the crit, deals over half of our health in damage. That hurt. That hurt. Let's put Bubblegum at the front of the party for the moment. Keep the lock insect there, instance there, and then let's use the potion on Flake. Alright, second grunt in here. Has a Goldeen. Goldeen. Alright, it's about even on the slap fight. And then Supersonic. That's got a different result in favour. Poor Bubblegum. You're supposed to pound the enemy, not yourself. Pound the Goldeen, not yourself. You want to change Remy to Lemon? Well, Remy's got Rock Smash. He's our Rock Smasher at the moment, so he actually does have a role in the active party. Alright, down goes the Goldeen. Level 15 for Bubblegum. Wants to learn Peck. Oh, we're finally getting another offensive move. Which one is not doing anything? We've got Anime Fan not doing anything, and we've got Pekka not doing anything at the moment. Pekka may end up necessary for, yeah, may end up necessary for, oh, no. Oh! That was a crit! That was a crit! Oh, no, we don't have Pokeballs, so we're not going to go throwing Pokeballs. We are going to use a Super Potion, though. And there goes the Remoraid. Alright, Mars is next. We're gonna just quickly go and help tip the scales in our favor a little bit here. So you're telling me we could have had a Pikachu? We got Pekka at the moment for well, for Fly when it comes up, but we may have somebody that replaces Pekka for that purpose. That's actually part of the active battle team too, so. Oh, hey buddy. Hey buddy. Wow. Not quite dinner time yet, Joker. Not quite dinner time yet. Almost. Almost, but not quite. Well, we got the level of flight. Hey. Yeah. This is which one? Oh. Nope. Okay. See you, buddy. That's Joker. That's our cat. In case you didn't realize from before. Wow. Come on. Come on. Joker. Yeah, no, I thought he slid a little bit when he was jumping up on the desk at Carmen. He's being very, very noisy. I mean, admittedly it is coming up towards his dinner time, but it's still not quite there yet. Alright, this should help tip this upcoming battle a little bit more in our favor. Alright, first evolution of the run, Bubblegum is evolving into a Prinplup. Dun 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 dun. And we are going to learn Metal Claw. Yes, we are going to get rid of what is what. So we have a full offensive moveset right now. Right, we're going to give Vindaloo the Lock Incense. We are going to give like the Choice Scarf, because we are taking no chances with this battle. And we are going to top up Bubblegum. Hello, Commander Mars. Here comes the best music in the game. Don't at me. Oh, if only Togepi had the fairy typing in this gen. We could get the smog hit. We could get the smog hit. Oh, and there's the yawn. You get a metronome into Waterfall and deal like half our health and damage. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Now it's gonna go for a sky attack. Now it's gonna go for a sky attack. Okay. Just the light screen. Still not great though. Alright, it's level 14 for Vindaloo. It's Machius. Not the kind of thing you want to be dealing with at this level. Especially now that it's got the light screen up too. The bubble's gonna do like nothing. Now it's growling at me, so it's chunking down my attack. Oh, and it has Psywave. Oh. Thank you. The problem with Psywave, of course, being it's variable damage, so you don't even know how hard it's actually going to hit. Because you get hits like that. You get hits like that. Just out of nowhere. It's not even a crit. Not even a crit. Just hits. Yes, Akami, we'll need to get more soft drinks soon. We are going through them quite quickly. Alright, the light screen wore off. I'm gonna lose the metal claw. But we can start bubbling. Oh wait, that did nothing except for prop the berry. Wow. That's gonna take the bubble. High rolling on the spikes both times. Three times of the high roll. Four times with the high roll. Oh, we couldn't even let it be finished then. Are we really just going to consistently just roll 4 on Spike every time? Like, really? Yeah, well, we'll see how things go, Akami, okay? That's quite a fair bit to spend in soft drinks. Hey, it's a full level for Bubblegum though, so I'm not going to complain too much. Yeah, I just love the irony that the kids is all, yay, the balloon Pokemon's gonna come back. If anybody's read the Pokedex entry, they know that balloon Pokemon likes to take off with little kids, so that's worrying that she's excited that it's coming back. Like, yay, I no longer have to be with my daddy. Nice little cat smile there, Akami. Though I suppose I will have to take a short break in a couple of minutes to go and feed somebody. Oh, you've already done it. Oh, thank you, Akami. That's very nice. Oh, I'm sure he would have loved the beef and salmon. Alrighty, we now get to continue on with the run, and it's time for... I was going to say it's time for our next friends encounter, but no, it's time for a trainer battle. Yeah, of course he would have gotten straight into that. Alright, Camper Jacob has a Kecleon. Oh, that hurt. Switch Vindaloo back. I think I need Flake to just take it down in one hit. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Everybody gets 132 experience. We're gonna go in here because the team took a bit of a bruising from that one. That was a bit of a bruising at that time. I might stream Destiny 2 at some point, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't have Forsaken, I don't have Shadowkeep, so I'm a little bit behind on the content. Though, admittedly, I do still have U1 content to work through. I'm not the best at first-person shooters, though. And me noobing everything else, I'm not sure how appealing that would be when I know there are plenty of people out there that do stream Destiny 2. Oh, super sorry. And they're much better at the game than me. Alrighty. Friend time! Well, I did not see that coming. Oh, the three shake tease! The three shake tease chat! You know what? I'm worried if I leave Vindaloo out, that Flame Body's gonna activate. We're gonna lose the encounter. We don't want to lose the encounter for Flame Body Bird. Come on. You know what? Maybe it's just shy. Maybe it's just shy. Oh, excuse me. Maybe it's just shy. Let's not look at it. Not looking at you, shout now. Alright chat, nickname time. We caught the Trico. I think it's safe to say that Trico is joining the party. Because that gives us a grass type. That gives us a fire, water, grass core. We are doing really well with the coverage right now. Lime? You reckon lime? Bit of lime. I mean, it's a grass type. We could name it after her. You know, if you're gonna go, no, you go with like thyme. Rhymes with lime. Coriander. How did I know that coriander was going to become a suggestion in that chat? I wonder why. I'm not sure if that's how you spell coriander. Oh, it's 1R, not 2. Otherwise, had it correct. Welcome to the team, Coriander. Welcome to the team. No, you cannot eat coriander. Well, not this coriander. You can go and eat the coriander in the fridge if you want, but not this one. You would murder a team member of mine just to eat it? You're a heartless monster, Akami. It's an innocent sprig of coriander. What did it ever do to you? Now, buddy, you've been fed. You're still making all that noise. Look, to be fair, I'd be a little bit stubborn if I was trying to be contained into a small space as well. Ooh! Didn't know that we could potentially run into a Meowth here. Critical hit. Oh, excuse me. Oh, run into another. Oh, they come to fake out. And a white. Oh, that's lynching. Oh, that's lynching. Come on, let's see if we get the Vindaloo. You can't fake out again, Meow. That's not how that move works. Around a Metapod. It's just gonna be a long grind now. Long grind to something now. Good damage roll. Coriander level 12. Alright. Let's try and get a little bit more experience all the way we can. Through our good friends on our way to the forest. When we are in the forest, we will be able to body up Cheryl, which will help us quite a bit now. Level roll. But when we get to Eternity City, we'll probably look at ending screen depending on time. Because of course we need to go and dinner. Have dinner before we do our stream later night. And there's Ombre. I am not going to send that to deal with that. Seed bomb. Turn to seed bomb. Dragon Rage like there it is. Kill it with Dragon fire. Yeah, there you go. That will do. Not even spin. We take a step. And we have another cow. It's not coriander, but it is coriander's wild cousin. Pocket Daniel. As they come on. Coriander, yes, my time has come. Alright, there goes the Cabana. Well done, Ariana. Ding, there's a full level. Just like that. About to send an 8+ berry. You know, out of current, I almost went, hey, let's send in the middle. Poison, we got skill. But turn again. We Gen 4 in here. Oh. Clap for the encore. Clap for the encore. Now growling. All the good will do against special moves. Somehow, I don't think the fairy cunning plan all the way through. No. Get a continuous shot. Continue to growl. Oh! High roll, the double flap. That was a high roll on that double flap. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, no, wait to get around to the next one. I'm echoing on Rain. Are you sure echoing in fact that you're hearing me coming through on the screen, and then you're also hearing me coming past your headphones? Or do you accidentally have multiple? Do you have multiple windows open? Then I'm not sure. You might need to just restart it. I've just switched the microphone on and off. Let me know if that changes anything. Alright, busy little thing. We are now halfway to evolving. Gosh, level 30 is so far away. You think that's what we're going to need to get magma? And even then, we don't have a guarantee of finding a magma. Okay, chat, here's the question. Do we wait until we double around to Orba, or do we make the run back now and revive our undead friend? Alright, Elizabeth, you've got a Pupitar. Alright, let me know what you want to do with the possible chat. I don't hear anything. I think we'll probably just keep powering on. So, having a high level Pokemon that's probably not gonna necessarily gonna hurt. You know what? That's great. I'm not gonna sorry Pupitar. Not right now. Bubblegum can at least tank a hit. Get the bubble going. Bubbles. My process. Alright, now goes Pupitar. Sorry, goes to level 14. Down goes the Rover Lady Elizabeth. Alrighty. Trainer battle. Pick a Sienna. Sending out a Spiro. Not really what they would do currently. And I realized I have to give full consent to Courier. I've been missing out on money. As the emblem from Vindaloo. There's another Rambo from Vindaloo. Sending out another superstar. Oh, my land. Oh dear. Oh, that's a much better hit. Much better hit. Oh, look at that. That's a whole level, chat. Whole level. Petraberry. And Orangeberry. And Powder on the ground. No, I can't remember if it's like a hidden item or something. There is Revival Hub. You're just gonna sound crazy here, Tommy. Maybe try using the microphone on your computer. Just in case that's causing the issue. Okay. Oh, not quite enough to do it. Yeah, just in case I make it with your microphone, so you're hearing an echo of your microphone input with me on it. Unless the actual video echo, in which case I will need to go and review the stream afterwards and try to see if I can find out what's causing that. I'll have to go back and listen to the VOD and see if I can figure out what's causing that to do that. It's not too bad though, is it? Nope. Sending out a Poosel. Let's switch to our wrap up. Like is it echoey or is it more just distorted? Because it could be my microphone as well. I know that my microphone can be all of that stuff. Go. Alright. Round of applause, sorry, and the second evolution of the run. So one second after I talk on like stream you're watching, or one second after I actually talk? Not sure what would be causing that. Hang on. I'm just gonna try something here. Let me know whether this stops the echo or not. You should be able to hear the game, though, which of course is a big downside too. Does that fix the echo, or is the echo still there? That it's entirely possible that it is just my microphone being my microphone. Which is okay, so there's not much I can do about that other than my microphone. Yeah, I'll go back and actually listen back to the audio after the stream is finished. Soft sand. Hello, girl. Battle Kelly sends out an Eevee. Murder horrible, like murder horrible. Oh, it did not murder horrible enough. Mimi, get to the sand attack. Okay, we are now starting to get the point where Drag through things. I mean, takedown's very hit and miss because in the Nuzlocke. Recoil damage. But it's also quite a strong hitting move. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have been surprised that Eevee lived up. I mean, my entire team is lucky enough to be able to survive the Dragon Rage now. What's with me and having water types thrown against when I leave Vindaloo? Sorry, I'll deal with it. Hang on a second. I think I may have found what's causing the echo. Let me know whether that's fixed it up or not. Let me know whether that's fixed the echo. And we found a raspberry on the ground. Alrighty. Alright, let's go catch up with Cheryl. Now let's see whether we actually can get an encounter in the forest or not. Yeah, no, I found out what the issue was. Apparently my webcam was also capturing audio, and that's why you were getting the delay. Getting the echo delay. One from the microphone, one from the webcam. So I do apologize for that. I did not realize that had switched itself on. And we've found an Everstone. Alright, well this is mostly roll. Alright. So we can capture either a Ditto or a Sunkern. Now the Ditto will be a terrible catch. So let's try and aim to get that Sunken. Sand Slash, no! No, it's going to be the Ditto. Dittos are terrible. Terrible in a Nuzlocke. You know, yeah, but the problem is, I don't even think it's worth using a Pokeball. Oh, I suppose it's better using a Pokeball on it. So we've at the very least got fodder. Look at that, it broke out of the Pokeball. And look at that, the Sand Slash is now going to kill it. And oh no, the Ditto is dead. Well, that was fun while it lasted. See? Why couldn't the Houndour have been our encounter, chat? Why could we have not gotten the Houndour as the encounter? Because he probably still would have ended up trying to catch the Ditto anyway. Aye, Cheryl, why? Why would you do this to us? I love it when my attacks just keep missing. Just keep missing. Like we kind of hit the broadside of a barn. Hey! Finally we have a hit with Smog. Finally! Finally, we have another move for Vindaloo. Vindaloo's probably going to get to the point, though, where we just make up an experience share on it and call it a day. Oh. Alright, well, we can't avoid doing a double battle for this one, because there's no way we can get around it, because we do not have access to carts this early in the game. Because that's our reward for the next gym. So, Bug Catcher Jack and Last Priam. Get Dragon Rage going on the Gloom. That's gonna hit them both. It's gonna take the Gloom out. Nicely done. See, this is the times where I want you doing that type of damage, Cheryl. Not when I'm trying to catch something. Oh yeah, that's right, Dragon's Choice Scarf. We gotta keep Dragon Raging, because we started Dragon Raging. Oh, out comes the Porygon. Not quite gonna get it down. There's a good Swift. Alright, there's a level up for Flake. Now it's coming to Metapod. Keep on raging. Keep on raging. Down goes the Metapod. Next special. Alright, onto the next trainer battle. Psychic Lindsay, sending out of Paris. Oh, what a perfect matchup here for Vindaloo. 4 times a week. 4 times a week to the fire. Boom, here comes the Amber. Just like that. Just like that. $255 experience. Nice. Alright. So 1 psychic down. Let's do with the other psychic. Sending out a Shellos. Yeah, we're not going to leave Vindaloo in versus Shellos. That's not going to end well for Vindaloo. I forgot how tanky Shellos actually is. Mud Bomb! Not very effective, but down goes the accuracy. We should hopefully do enough damage here to get the KO. Which we do. Alright, down goes Psychic Elijah. Alright, into a bush and into a battle. Against a pair of Dittos. Oh, now we have a pair of Magbeasts to deal with. Oh, and here comes the smoke screen stacking. Really hoping that you were going to go for the Swift there, Sandslash. Alright, Vindaloo grew to level 17. Alrighty, we'll do the next trainer. So what is everybody in chat doing this evening? Is everybody well? Everybody had a good weekend? How to get his garden bed without picking up the grass? And how'd that turn out for you, Akami? Did you find something useful? Oh, we can make it. Oh, that's good to hear. Is it just using a like a planter box? I know he's got a bandsaw. So yeah, we'd be able to cut wood. Alright, here comes a crooked touch. Okay, so there's a couple of things that we would need that we don't currently have. Which I'm sure we can possibly get the right sizes from Bunnings anyway. Alright, sending out a gravel off. Let's get the experience with coriander. Raised garden bed rolls. Okay, I'll have to have a look into that later. Oh, not quite enough to KO the gravel in one hit. Magnitude 9 is going to take half of our health, though. That's going to hurt. That's really going to hurt. Yeah, well, we'll certainly look into it a bit later, okay, Tommy? And we'll see how feasible it is for our location and situation. Oh, that was a good chunk of experience. Sending out Nazurul, Blake needs the experience. Blake is now the lowest level member of the team. Blake is going to rage. Dragon style. Barely any experience. Yeah, Coriander evolved a little while ago. So we now have 2 evolved starters on the team. When you say best boy Pokemon, which one are you referring to? Oh, the model on my speakers. Oh, for those that are not aware of it, I have one of these on my speaker set. Let's sit him in the background there. Level 36. Level 36 is when that happens. I see you back there, Jericho. I can see you sitting on the box, buddy. He's grooming himself. Oh, another encounter in the tall grass. Another Houndour and Nidoran. Yeah, Jerk is up the back there, grooming himself for all to see. Alright, there's a level up for Flake, level 17. So our core 4 at the moment are all level 17. Alright, Psychic Cody. Sending out a Chingling. We actually have a Psychic using a Psychic type. What's going on here, chat? You're an idiot. You wondering what that sound is? That was Joker jumping up to the top window. He's now staring at his own reflection in said window. And because of his little box there, I can't even get that open for him to be able to see outside of. I might have to get that fixed up later so he's able to see out there. Because apparently there's something out there that catches his interest, because he's consistently wanting to jump up there. And now his tail is just hanging in the background of the screen there. That's a funny looking Metatite there, Cody. Funny looking Metatite indeed. Alright, Rachel. Sending out a love disc. We're gonna give this love disc some herbal medicine. Alright, now that love disc is going very fast. Very fast indeed. Coriander just grew to level 18. He is now the highest level member of the team. Alright, we're almost to the end of our journey with Cheryl here. Oh, we got a pair of dittos to deal with first. Why did the dittos just seem to come out in force when Vindaloo's in the lead of the party? Alrighty. Those Paradittos down. Experience for Vindaloo. My 256 experience for a Ditto is not shabby, especially when you're not having to worry about the recovery side of things because you've got a follower with you. Oh, we got a rock incense. Alright, and that is the end of our journey with Cheryl. We've now got the Soothe Bell. So if we did have a friendship evolution, we could work towards it a little bit faster. Now, we have a couple of battles that we could do now if we wanted to. Or we've got some friend times we can go and do as well. Now, question for you, chat. Our Mount Coronet friend time, are we going to do that now? Or are we going to wait until a little bit later, after we've done the Eterna City Gym? Alright, sending out a Baltoy. Vindaloo is in the lead of the party. Let's not take the risk here. We're going to send Bubblegum out and we're going to hit it with a bubble. Let's play on the ground type weakness. Alright. A bit of nice experience there. Alright, on to our next fisherman. Fisherman Andrew. Sending out a Silcoon. Well, this should be a fairly straightforward battle for Vindaloo. Alright, and that's a level up for Vindaloo. Sending out a Poochyena next. Let's try and get the quick help this lake. Yeah, we got the quick fill there with Flake. We have a Seedot coming out next. Well, we've got a favourable matchup for Vindaloo, so let's get Vindaloo a bit of experience. Because essentially, once Vindaloo hits level 20, Vindaloo's going to be falling behind a little bit anyway, damage-wise. At least until Vindaloo evolves. And we've got a Ralph coming in. Yeah, let's switch back to Flake and go for the quick kill. Let's go for the quick kill. Just gonna go for the Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage. Whew. Excuse me, chat. And there we go. Down goes the mouse. And we have a Sunkern! Oh! Alright. Switching back in. Go Vindaloo. Jesus Christ, Joker. Your little jumping down there just scared the bejesus out of me. And he's probably going to break his box too doing that, knowing how well. Alright, now goes the Sunkern, and a little bit more experience for Vindaloo. And the last Pokemon is going to be another Seedot. And we are going to get the one hit. So a nice little bit of experience there for Vindaloo. Alright, now comes the Poochyena at the lead. Alright, Flake, let's deal with this. Alright, down it goes. One shot. Got a Mantite coming out next. Down goes the Mantite. Got a Cleffa coming out next. And down goes the Cleffa. Find a yellow shard. Oh, we've got a bunch of berries up here we can pick. Alright, that's all of our berry picking. Okay, so if we hadn't have got Coriander as our encounter for Route 205, because I'm pretty sure it counts as Route 205. We're just gonna double check this, chat, because, you know, if we had a chance for another encounter, you know, obviously we want to take a chance for an encounter if we get it. but I'm pretty sure 205 counts as both before and after. Yeah, counts as the same route. So unfortunately for us, this cannot be captured. We just have to hope that we run into another one as a new encounter on a new route. If we want to get one. But, to some experience with Flake, Flake is now level 18. Before we go to the Pokemon Center, we're just going to go and get this item. It's hiding down here. It's just going to be a potion. Alrighty, and just like that, we have now made it to Eterna City. This is where we're going to wrap the stream up for now. Next time we're obviously going to be continuing on. We've got at least one new friend encounter to the west of the city. We have a bunch of trainers over there. We have the second gym coming up. We are going to have, with any luck, the next two really difficult battles on the randomizer coming up in the next episode, because we should have both Gardenia and Jupiter. So keep an eye out for that. I will be working out a schedule with regards to what game is being played what day. So if you are following any particular run, you'll know when to tune in to be able to keep up to date. If you have any further questions, of course, feel free to drop it in the suggestion box down below, and we will go from there with regards to getting that answered for you. Until next time, however, people, please stay safe, stay healthy. We are coming back in about 2.5 hours at 8:30 this evening. We are going to play some Monster Hunter. Make sure you at Lithium Alex on Twitter. Tell him to make sure that he's ready for some monster hunting, so we can go and do some monster hunting. Otherwise, possibly be myself and Kami maybe, doing some hunts, maybe doing some SOS. Otherwise I'll be doing some SOS or some low rank gear farm. So yep, stay safe, take it easy. We'll see you all later. If not, see you later this week.